able to join us right on time because that's how magic fucking happens. Ready? Hold on.
Okay, but can we just be specific that this is chaos magic though? Like this, I feel like I'm excited to actually see what comes up in our cards because this is live. So how fun! I'm stranded in a parking lot, you guys. I was on my way to a retreat and my car broke down, and I just was like, "Well, I happen to have my cards, so let's make magic, I guess."
All right, everybody, excited face. 1, 2. I love it. You guys, we're here. We're alive. Who is ready for freaking cards? Like cards and magic and guidance and all of the awesomeness for the Aries full moon coming up for those on the East Coast. It will be October 6th at, let's look at this, at 11 p.m. Okay, it will be full at the fullest 11:47 p.m. Okay, so those that want to see it at its peak, look up in the sky. All right. I will never fuck up again, you guys.
As you're hopping in, get in the comments. You see what everyone's doing? You see how this works? Look at this. Look at this. Can I get a card, please? Yes, absolutely. Hop in the comments. And sharing is caring. Get out there. Friends, families, acquaintances, co-workers, anyone you know who has things going on in their life, who wants some inspiration, who needs some guidance, who wants to just be a part of the vibe, get over here. Get over here. Share it out. Okay?
And guys, those bumps are open. The link is pinned at the top. So if you are interested in getting extra cards, extra love from the magical trio here, okay? Go ahead and click that link up at the top. And we will go ahead and add you to the bump list. All right, guys?
All right, so Monica. Red, you want a card, bud? Where you at? You're all hyping us up this morning. Bottom of the list. Always wants to be on bottom.
We have Lara on the top of the bump list, guys.
Woo. Okay. Love bug.
That's Francesca.
Monica, Lara, Francesca. Why is my mouse being sucko?
Thanks for joining us again, Francesca. We appreciate you coming back.
How exciting! You know I'm
ready to put you.
All right. Hold on. Taylor, I'm going to share this list with you. All right, you guys, get on the list. Get on the list. Get on the list. It is a setup.
On that list.
Okay, I've shared my stuff out. I've done my things.
Yes, I have done that too. And guys, yes, sharing is caring. Make sure you are sharing.
5 viewers. Hi, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got my cards. I'm ready. You guys, you know what happens? If you're outside of the box, you're going to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, you're going to hop in the comments and you're going to say, hey, I want a card. I love you guys. Love being here. Woo! Cool. Do it. Yes. Andrea's here. Absolutely. You can get added to the list. Ooh, Monica's getting a bump, she said. Brookie Cookie, that puts you top of the list. You know how that goes. You guys, if you want a bish bump, those are in the very first comment. You guys can head on up there, click that link, get your bish bump, and then come back into the comments, just like Monica did here. Okay?
Yeah.
And let us know if you got it so we can go double check. Woo! Lost that pen. Getting another one. You guys, hello. Just threw that shit right up on out there. Hi.
I know. She's like, I'm too excited. I'm just going to throw it.
Is she blowing kisses? Hi, baby. Hello, sweet baby.
Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining us. Guys, as you were joining us, let us know if you would like a card. Consent is sexy, and we will not read for you unless you let us know that you would like a card.
8 viewers. We see you guys. I know Taylor's getting her.
Yes, Andrea.
She may be in,
she
may
not
be
situated.
Yeah,
and yes, Monica, you are for sure. I got you on the bump list. Moving you over.
This is going to be another one of those, like, when we first started kind of crazy videos. Remember when it was like, it worked?
Of course. I'm saying that as I come back in. Okay, I was trying to open it so I had Telegram separate so you guys could send me, like, who we're reading for so I could see that. But I think I got it set up. I think I'm good. But if you guys could just, like, help me out with the comments and who we're reading for this time around, that'd be super helpful.
We got it.
We'll also anything for you, Taylor. Ready?
Thank
we have Lara up first, babe, for our books.
Okay, beautiful.
Monica second. All right,
Monica will be after.
Are you ready?
Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining us. If you are interested in getting a card, please let us know because consent is sexy, babe.
All right.
And guys, anybody new with us, let us know.
Yeah, say hey. Let us know that it's your first time. If you guys are outside of the box and you are a new subscriber, you are someone who is new to the channel, you're going to have to wait about 5 minutes before you can get in and comment. But we're going to be here until about 1:30 Eastern. So you guys have time. I'm ready for magic, Lara. I see that you're ready for magic. I know you're first on the list. You guys have your cards? I have my cards.
I do have my cards.
I have my cards.
Red said,
all right.
For you, Taylor. And he likes your Bob Marley shirt.
Hey, thank you.
All right. Lara. Ready, friend? First card. First card for me is the card of awareness. What's been happening for you? What's been showing up in your world? What have you been doing? Where have you been going? Who's been entering your world? Okay. These are questions I want you to take into consideration. Either you are gaining a lot of perspective, you're gaining a lot of awareness, or you are unaware and you need to start looking for signs and synchronicities and showing up and being more present. I'm a firm believer that you're pretty on point. You're kind of in the mix. You're always looking for things where you're making these connections for yourself and in your own world. Did you get this one last time? You might have. Did you do what you were told to do last time? Did you open up the awareness? Did you expand a little bit more? I want you to really do your due diligence and double check on this, because sometimes we think that we are putting in all the effort. We think that we're doing the work. We think that we're showing up in particular ways. And in our world, that's what we call busy work, right? That's busy work. And sometimes you are showing up, but you're showing up in the wrong direction. So I want you to take a look at that and see what other information presents itself, because I don't know that you were listening last time. Oh, Taylor, stop moving. It's not moving. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hey, look at that chaos coming in again. Chaos, you're not going to win today, though. And honestly, that feels very fitting, Lara, for your card. At least your first card. So I got the change card. And you see all that just... When you look at this, you could see this beautiful symphony of all these different shapes. It's got all the different zodiacs, all the beautiful things. But you could also see it and notice that there's a lot going on there. There's like these there's electricity all in there, right? And it just feels like that message of a lot of shit's changing and a lot of shit is being asked to be changed. And so how can you go inward? How can you sit with all that's circling, rotating, coming up for you? What's happening? And what really needs to change? Like there's been this energy of lock-in, devotion, and it feels like that kind of change, not the sense of like, oh, the world is always changing, but like, no, how do you need to change and shift right now to show your very clear devotion to what it is you say you want right now?
That part right there, everything you just said, because Six of Pentacles, this, okay, the last time we talked, we were really excited for you and everything in the direction you were going, and you're like, yes, I'm doing the thing. And now the question is, okay, cool, you're doing the thing, but I hate to say it like this, are you really doing the thing, babe? You're planting all the seeds, and you're doing all of the energy work. Are you putting the energy in the right places though? Okay, are you actually, what we were talking about is where you put your energy, that's where it's going to flow, right? So that's where the things where you want the things to grow, that's what's going to grow, okay? So where your energy goes, that's where it's going to flow, right? So if you want your plants, if you want your things to thrive, remember, that's where you need to focus, right? So the card right before this in how I love how this tarot deck depicts all of this, because the Five of Pentacles before this is all about like drought and famine, and right after this is the story like when you're ignoring the things in your life and you're focusing on the wrong things, that's when the drought and famine happen. But the Six of Pentacles, when you're actually focusing and putting your energy in the right things, like and you move forward from focusing on the wrong and you focus on the proper things, that's when everything starts, you see the shifts, you start actually seeing the changes. Okay, are you allowing yourself to see those changes? Okay, are you allowing your no. Sorry. You are seeing, but you're right now, you're seeing where your energy is flowing in the wrong places. Okay. You did do the energy shift, but now you're seeing where the energy shift kind of shifted in the wrong direction. Okay.
You're seeing where the energy shifted in the wrong direction. There's that friction happening in life, right? There's that chaos energy Taylor's talking about. We're coming back full circle, aren't we? Look, the thing with this card, the quote that always comes to mind is, the mirror never gets polished if it's irritated by the rub. You know what I mean? If you're frustrated, my dude, if the signs and the synchronicities are coming up and the initial reaction is anger, frustration, resistance, right? Like hesitation, those types of bigger emotions, that you're in the group, dude. You see that downward spiral. You know what hangs out down there, Mrs. I'm at a 4. Is that friction? Friction's lower numbers. What's being told to you? What's being told to you? There's a pattern that you're not seeing. And that friction, that resistance that's showing up in your life, that's your answer.
That's so good. Oh, that's so great. Okay, because my next card is the rebirth card. But this is from the Suit of Clouds. It's all about that evolution of mind, right? You're moving from, so it's got the camel, the lion, and then the child. to represent that, moving through the layers of consciousness, quite literally the layers of, the word I'm hearing just from everything coming up so far is the layers of awareness, you know, because there's the camel stage where it's like, okay, I'm peeping, right? I'm seeing the friction, Stephanie and Kate both. There's this a lot of seeing. They keep saying seeing, you're seeing this, right? And so it's like, take what you see. In that full circle, we got a 10 here. Full circle, full cycle, right? So it's time to start a new cycle. And something about the word cycle actually doesn't feel aligned, but there is something, like Kate said, there's a friction you're picking up on. There's some shifts, some shit that's like, this just isn't working. Maybe this isn't mine. This isn't in total alignment. And it's like, okay, it's time for a rebirth, especially a rebirth of what's cool about this being the suit of clouds in the mind and us talking about seeing. And it does feel like an ask, I feel, on my end of like, check in with your mindset, check in with your perspectives and the narratives. Where is your mind at? And just making sure you're very present and you're in alignment with what you want to be present.
Okay. All of it. All of it. All right. All of it. All of it. All of it. Okay. Daughter of Cups. Nah. All right. So this is straight up. Exactly. When you're present and when you actually focus on what you want, you allow yourself to grow and bloom and just be and become you. Like you bloom, right? Because here, if you look, okay, here's the root, here's the stem of the flower, right? And not until the flower gets to your brain, right here, right, does she actually burst. Does the seed actually open? Does the flower actually open? And all of the ideas actually come out, and it stays there though. Notice how none of the seeds are flying out. They're not going anywhere. This is where I'm telling you, I want you to keep that energy for you. It's not so much for you to share. There are times when it's okay to be selfish, and it's not selfish to love you. It's not selfish to care for yourself. Okay? There's so many times that we're taught that you have to take care of everybody before you. No, you need to you're supposed to put the mask on yourself before you take care of anybody else. You're not putting the mask on yourself. You are so focused on everybody else and everybody's healing. You are not healing yourself. You're not healing your energy. Fill up your energy and make sure your energy is full, and make sure your knowledge is full before you're sharing all of that knowledge that you have with everybody else. Are you hearing me? You say I understand that 100%, and I need to call you out and say, I don't feel that you do right now.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
yet.
I was going to say, Taylor mentioned that full circle, right? And my card had the full circle blood moon, right? And this is a full moon in Aries. Aries is initiatory, right? It is first house. It's first ruler. It's ruler of the self, right? So that energy is coming in, and you are going to have a full circle moment. Maybe not today, yes. Right? But yes. You are going to get there.
And there's very much, and I feel this too. I hear you saying, but what's the difference between gatekeeping? I hear you. What's the difference between gatekeeping? Like, I want to share what I'm learning. I want to share with my friends. This isn't what I'm talking about, babe. There are things that you are seeing. There are things from your ancestors that you're learning. There are things that are private that your spirits are talking to you about. I love you, but you're oversharing with people that don't need to hear those things. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the knowledge that you're learning. I'm not talking about that. We share like rituals and stuff. That's not what I'm talking. There's other things that you're sharing that no, okay? You know what I'm talking about right now. And they just did this to me, thanking me. Okay? Love you. Mean it.
Okay, Lara, let us know how that lands for you. Okay, and once you get that awareness, you know what to do. You're going to go to the page, you're going to go make your post, you're going to share all of the pieces and aha moments and all of that great stuff, right? Because we love you, mean it, and transformation is possible when you do the work, and you are a representative of that. So make sure you're getting out and sharing that for everybody else. I see you, 7 viewers.
Speaking of sharing, I don't have a notebook with me, so I just want to throw it out there that a theme I'm picking up on is self-nurturing, choosing you, and understanding that's not selfish. And this is also after doing like 20 readings last night. The same themes popped up, and this energy of keeping certain things sacred to you, even if you could teach it. There are still certain things. It was something about when Stephanie said the ancestors, and I'm like, that a big part of ancestry and lineage is like keeping something sacred to the lineage. And there's definitely a month of connecting with your ancestors. So just some themes that I wanted to throw out there.
Yeah,
you're so not
okay. Who's next? Monica.
Ancestors. Monica is next, and then we do have another bump. Goddess got a bump.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So, guys, those bumps are open. Link is pinned at the top, and so
22:22 on our clock. As you say that, y'all can't. How can you teach when you're figuring out? Lara, that's actually a really good question, my dude. How do you teach when you're still trying to figure out? You don't have to be a master to go and teach someone something new. You just got to be one rung up the ladder. That's it. That's it. All of us are still learning. All of us are still growing. None of us are perfect. None of us are at 100%. Otherwise, we couldn't go any further. You just got to be one up and be willing to help.
What you've been taught about mastery is an illusion.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Monica.
Right.
You ready?
I'm first, right? Because I was the last one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready. Monica. Okay, so my friend. I really like. I'm excited to see what everybody else gets because. Okay, yeah. You got the Mother of Pentacles here, okay, and as I'm reading this and as I pick up this card, I saw this and I was excited and I pick it up and now I have a lot of questions. I have more questions than I actually have a reading for you. Because I'm almost feeling like what temptations are coming up to you that you need to avoid. Because as I'm looking at this, I'm seeing more of an Adam and Eve situation where like you have been working so hard in your life and now something has come up where now is not the time to allow anything Yeah, you've worked so hard to get to where you're at that apple is not for you. Period. That's it. That's the reading. For your first. That's it. That's it. Okay.
Apple is not for you. Put it down, bitch. Put it down. Interestingly enough, my first card is the same as my last first card. Although your message is not necessarily the same, kind of the same, but not the same, right? Look, the truth is there's a difference between being alert and being aware. That's a fact. Us women are programmed for the purpose of safety and security, and we're always constantly looking for that and elevating. And sometimes we really, I don't know, allow ourselves to kind of get in these situations for ourselves. I'm not talking about situations with other people, right? But situations with ourselves where we're stuck being alert instead of being aware. And the thing I think for you that's really, really important is to bring the awareness into that everyday life. Because what Stephanie's talking about, this energy that you're starting to lead off on, my dude, is if we're not gonna eat that apple, right? This apple's not for you. Then you're doing something you shouldn't necessarily be involved in, right? And this is so interesting because Stephanie and I were talking yesterday about veering off course and how having to like course correct after so long is really, really challenging. And I think you're starting to become aware of how challenging that can really become. Okay, so pay attention.
Oh, that's a great lead away. What happened? Oh, there we go. What's up? What's up? Brother. It doesn't want me. I'm just, okay, chaos. Like, what's up?
Chaos, stop it! Stop it!
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God. I love that people
Yeah.
like, it's so funny doing this live because, you know, people be like, oh, that's that woo-woo shit. And I'm like, you're watching this happen right now on a full, like with full moon energies. So we can't make this shit up at all. So
no. There's like a chaos witch, an eclectic witch, and then a Kate. And
and then a Kate. Just all kinds of chaos in my world.
Yeah, I say a Kate because she is chaos. She's just chaos. So a Kate.
You are chaos. I love that.
It's me. I told you. Remember when I told you that I mess up tech, and that like it just happens. Like I don't mean to.
That's why
it's a thing.
Kate.
I'm sorry, you guys. It's me, Taylor. It's not you. It only happens when I'm the one over there. You notice that?
I love her.
It's all right. My readings last night, I was in a bookstore that had a lot of smutty books, and my readings felt kind of smutty too. They were good, but people loved it. I was like, we'll just blame the books. We'll just say it was all the smut energy from the books coming through. Okay. But anyway, speaking of energy coming through. All right, Monica. So like we're talking about this whole apple, it's not for you, all the things. It's so interesting because one of your two cards that I have is actually the outsider. And it's that kid looking through the gate, and it's suit of rainbows. It's all about our material worlds. And there's a little lot. But the thing is the child is so focused on what's not for them, they're not seeing what is for them. And so, of course, I got to come in with the duality and say, like, sure, that apple might not be for you, but maybe that's because your ass needs some vitamin C and you need to go get an orange instead of eating them apples right now. So, tap into some awareness. And what is the question that immediately came up for me when I pulled the card was just, what feels off limits to you? And how can you see that sometimes some shit is not off limits to you because it's just not for you? And how do you open yourself up to that, right? Allow it to be illuminated so you can see where in your life, where in your material world, really amazing things are still fully unlocked for you. And that the things that maybe feel really locked away from you right now, they just genuinely may not be in alignment with you and where you're being pushed to grow.
I'm just shooketh. Like, there will never be a time in my life from now until forever that I'm not shooketh from the synchronicity. Just period. Go eat an orange. Just kidding. Red. All right. So, Monica, your second card for me was flipped down. I cheated while Taylor was reading, and I flipped it over and looked at it, and my face went, oh, because it's the Six of Cups, okay? And what's really funny is because while she was reading it, she's like, go get an orange. And then I'm like thinking, go drink some water instead, because that's how we are here, right? Go drink some water instead. But the Six of Cups is big. There is something for you specifically, but you're aiming for the thing that isn't for you, right? Stay away. There's this thing that you want that you know you're not supposed to touch, right? Don't press the Dee, don't touch the button. Don't press the button, Dee. Okay. There's the Six of Cups. Look at that beautiful bracelet. Look at that beautiful bracelet that is waiting for you. Okay? That's your reward. That is your reward. Why is that not good enough for you? Why is it not good enough for you? Why do you want to press the red button, Dee? It's going to make things explode. Stay away from the red button. Water's better for you. It's much better for you. I know that sometimes it looks more fun over there, and you think in that red button and those apples look way more tempting. But the orange juice and the water and those oranges are far more healthier right now. This is way better for you. This is a better situation for you. Go that way. All your guys are like, go that way. Stop arguing with your guides.
I'm going to challenge Stephanie a little bit. I'm going to challenge it a little bit. Just a smidge. We're going to take it a little bit deeper. We're going to the layers of the depth.
That's what they said. I love you. That's what they said.
Depths, okay? Because look, Stephanie's showing you duality. What I want to talk to you about is just a change in perspective. Because there's nothing wrong with where you're at and who you're focusing on and those experiences. They're just not for you. That's the only thing that we're saying. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not yours. Okay? And this is not about, like, when she said the bracelet, like, I felt you, right? When she's talking about the bracelet and she said, why is it not good enough? Take that back. This is not about guilt and shame. This is not about being good enough. This is not about right and wrong. This is about being in your authentic power. This is about being in your value, achieving your dreams, your goals, your visions, right? This theme of not being selfish is heavy right now. Very Aries full moon. Okay? It is heavy. This is about you, and there is nothing wrong with trying to achieve what you are trying to achieve. But when you are weighed down by the ideals and the conditions and the perspectives of other people, of their visions, you are not focusing on you. And then you're sitting here chasing the apple, waiting for temptation, doing all of those super great things and wondering why you are not nourished, wondering why you are not refreshed. It's just not for you. There's nothing wrong with the apple. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not your apple. You see what we're saying? Shift the perspective. This is not about being guilty anymore. This is about owning that power and making the decision that you are going to be weightless because, look, that bracelet, it's better than you could ever imagine. And right now, you just can't see everything that gets you there. You can't see everything that gets it on your wrist, right? that doesn't mean it's not what you're asking for. So maybe just have a little faith.
So good. It feels like, so it's funny because I'm definitely going to touch on what both of you said, of course. So Stephanie's talking about water, and I'll go ahead and start and say your second card for me, Monica, is Suit of Water. Fun enough. Of course it is. You got, and everything that Kate was saying, it just affirmed kind of what I was hearing, that it's an ask for harmony. Literally, we've got this connection from heart to head, right? And it feels like this ask of just what they're saying, of just, it feels like the same energy of choosing you and allowing yourself to be chosen by things and people around you, even if it's not initially what you thought, right? And how can you, like when Kate was talking about the apples and oranges things, that just feels really aligned right now. So we'll keep rolling with it. It's one of those, like, you just might not be in an apple season. You might not be an apple person. And like Kate was saying, there's no need to feel shame. Like, I don't like matcha. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's good. I tried it, and I tried to see if I tried to let it be my thing. And, you know, when I'd go and there's like matcha Mondays at some of our coffee shops, and there's all these people drinking their matcha, and I'm like, I'll take my chai tea latte, please. You can feel like it's just a freaking drink, but you can feel so small. You'll notice that you might shrink because what you want is different from either what everyone around you wants, or I feel called to say maybe it's different than what you thought you wanted. And so there is that ask of harmony of like, how can you allow your head and your heart to come together instead of feeling so separated by some of the directions you're feeling pulled right now?
One more for you, Stephanie.
No, we only have 2 cards.
Oh, okay. Okay. Make me big then, because I want to share also on my cards. Both of my cards have the wave up.
Yeah, they do. Holy man.
Okay. So look, we're talking about this connection between you and source. I know you go to church, right? I know that there's a lot of this spiritual connection for you. It's you and source, my dude. And when you're focused on that, there is no disappointment, not from other people, at least, not from the experience. And right now, being so consumed in the experience, being so consumed by everybody else, there's not that release. You see how much release is being asked of you? We got to let that go. Look at it's on all your cards. We got to let it go. It is okay to be you. And I know that there's that pressure. Look, human beings are wired for safety, right? We've talked about that a few. Taylor, I'm going to write that. I'm writing you a card so I can send you a screenshot of all your things, right? But safety and security, we're wired for this. And when we're the odd man out, when we're the only one who's not drinking matcha on Matcha Monday, like that can be intimidating. That could mean we're not safe. That could mean that we're getting kicked out of the group, right? But you're not. You're releasing. You're releasing because it is important to be who you are, because that is necessary. Bottom of my deck, dude, is dropping that mask. So trust. It's trust. Goddess. And then singles. Yes. We have any more bitch bumps after that? Because if not, Brookie Cookie's first on the list. You guys know how bitch bumps work, don't you?
Yes. Bumps are open, guys. So that link is at the top. If you are interested, click that link at the top. These are bumps right now. So if you want that extended reading, click it, because these are forking magical. Magical. Don't worry. And yes, go ahead.
If we switch over to singles, you guys still have the opportunity to get the bumps. You still have the opportunity to knock Brookie Cookie out of first place or whoever else is up. So do the damn thing. Bump the bish, Red says.
Yeah, bump the bish.
Bump the bish. Hey. That's some accurate.
I got it. I got to get 2 cards for the goddess here. Ooh. Okay. Goddess, you got 1 card in it face down. Oh, no.
Both of mine are face down.
I know.
And one had to be like forcefully pulled out, even though it was like, it's me. You want me.
I have one down and one up. All right. Taylor's first for this reading.
She's still jealous.
Taylor's like in her zone waiting for cards to come out. She's like,
Goddess's cards are.
I am. They're
I know. Goddess, are you here with us?
We set those intentions?
I know. Maybe she didn't set her intentions yet.
Maybe. It's very possible.
Okay. Which one do I want to start with?
The first one.
Okay, we'll go with the first one. All right. So the first card I got for you, Goddess, is the Totality card. And this is Suit of Fire, so it's all about the actions we're taking. And this is an ask to literally bridge the gap with actions. And it's funny because in multiple readings last night, I had told multiple people that there is an ask to build a bridge instead of like all these, which you're seeing this theme even in these other readings already of where people are being pulled in these different directions, being asked to like create this harmony, right? This unity, this connection, awareness, the deepening. And it's the same thing for you right now, just specifically, Goddess, around your actions. Like, are your actions reflecting that of a goddess? Are they reflecting that of this figure that is confident in these pieces coming together? This person in the middle is so full of trust for their partners and the people that are there for them to catch them and keep this flow going. And so for you, like, do you need that right now? Are you feeling as supported as you could? Are things feeling full? Is the energy of totality present for you? And if not, there's that ask of like, what bridge can you build? What bridge can you create? Whether that's through perception, some emotional work, but from my card pull so far, it's definitely an ask of actions. Like it's time to take some actions a little bit more in alignment to show that lock-in energy, to show that devotion and conviction to the flow you say you want. Oh my gosh, I see Kate laughing. Okay.
I wish that I was next, but I'm not.
All right. So it's really funny that you got Tammy, if you are interested in a card, we tag everybody. So if you're interested, we'll tag you and you can come back and watch your reading later. Okay. Have fun though. Okay, sorry. All right, Goddess. Your first card from me is the Son of Wands. And all right, so I want you to notice at his center, okay, notice that volcanic eruption. Okay, all right. So, there's like so much coming through here that I'm supposed to point out to you. They're like, tell her about this, tell her about this, tell her about this. Like there's symbolism in here that, and there's so much and there's not enough time. That's like, okay, all right. So they said start with the wand. I'm not supposed to start with the volcano. I'm supposed to start with the wand. Okay, all right. There's a wand in his hand. Okay, right there. This is the Suit of Wands, Son of Wands. He has, like, ultimately, you have so much power that you're not acknowledging. And you're giving your power away to people and allowing them. It's almost like it's like a flipping of the script and of the narrative of like what's going on. And this is what's causing the volcano eruption. It's almost creating, it's almost like a duality of powers, right? It's like because of the stories, right? This volcano is on the verge of eruption. And until clarity is created, until all sides of the story are there, and all pieces come together, and all, I'm not supposed to say, it's not pieces, it's parties. It's parties. It's not pieces. Until all parties come together and can discuss things in a Kate, there's a word and I can't find the word.
I'm not going to give it to you because I have a whole reading today. I'm just I can't because then I'll give away mine.
Until all parties can talk collectively. Ha ha!
Oh my God. Okay. I was about to say, is it something that could maybe align with that totality word of the wholesomeness, the collective?
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you. Yeah, totality, collectively. I love you. Thank you. You sent it to me. I appreciate you. Okay. Until that can happen, this volcano is going to continue to flow. It's going to continue to erupt. But you are the only one with the power to literally turn off the volcano.
You're in an initiation. She's talking about turning off the volcano, having the power. She's talking about people coming together. Look at this blessed union up here. This infinite union that's happening up here. Look, you are in the process of an initiation, of spiritual growth, of ascending through this next part of your journey, right? This is more of a rebirth sort of thing. This is more of an emerging. Okay, that's a really good way of putting it. And it's going to be important for you to recognize that, like when Stephanie's talking about the awareness, when Stephanie is talking about these pieces coming together, these people coming together, these things happening, this is raw awareness. This is new. This is different knowledge than you have had. We've talked about ancestral stuff. I think that you are tapping in. Ooh, my ears ringing. We're tapping into some deeper mystery schools. We're tapping into deeper ancestral knowledge. We're connecting to intuition. And look, when you've connected to this card, this is the ending of a cycle, right? Like a metaphysical death, so to speak. Because how could you have a rebirth if you weren't having a death? How can you be initiated into something new if you weren't closing out a previous cycle? You're going to have to accept what it takes to actually achieve this path. You're going to have to accept the work that it's going to take. And some of the things that show up along that path might not be what you want. You might have to offer yourself some compassion. Okay.
yes, that compassion piece. Ooh, I like that because so I got your second card is the guilt card. And this from the suit of clouds, it's all about the mind. And it just feels like this doesn't feel like any tense energy of you are feeling guilty, which maybe you are. Again, you live in your own head, you live in your own body. So keep what resonates, let go of what doesn't. But it feels more of like there's this hand on here off to the side that's like almost like this, like I'm about to flick you and make you aware. And so it feels more like this little knock, this little reminder, like this little bird out here just to tweeting it up to let us know, like, you ain't got nothing to feel guilty for. Absolutely nothing. And be sure that whatever you're trying to bring together, whoever you're trying to bring together, whatever you're trying to say, like Kate was saying, this initiation energy, that's going to require being strong and grounded in what you feel, like how you've experienced things, and being able to really hold what feels true for you and express that and not back down and not feel guilty for how you feel about where you're at in the experience. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You know, so be strong, be proud, and speak up. You know, stand up. Don't get in your head. Don't let the guilt eat you up. Especially if this initiation is requiring you to stand up, speak out, in ways and show up in ways that just are new for you and unfamiliar, because they're going to be uncomfortable, but you fucking got this.
All right, so right here, the Father of Cups, exactly what Taylor was saying. You've got this. Father of Cups is straight up telling you that you are the only person that is in charge of your emotions. You are in charge of your emotions and your emotions only. Okay. Nobody can tell you how you feel. And in that same breath, you can't tell anybody how they feel. I personally got I personally this week got shook verbally shook with this exact phrase, right? You can't control what anybody's going to do. You can't control how anybody's going to feel. You can't control anything, right? But you can control yourself. You can control your actions. You can control your emotions, right? But you can't control, and we've talked about this how many times, right? You can control how other people make you feel, right? But you can't control like how you're going to make other people feel, right? So it's that simple. It's that simple. So remember, you are in control of you, and that's all you need to worry about. Okay? And you're the king of your emotions.
Stephanie said a word that immediately triggered my card, which you'll go back, you'll watch the replay. You'll see that I also have the breath card. Look, I'm someone who is a breath holder by nature. I'm a little, I don't want to say anxious, but I'm pretty good at keeping things quiet when they need to be quiet. I'm pretty good at knowing my place, staying in my lane, doing my own thing, being unbiased, right? Really, really great at those types of things. And sometimes I am a breath holder. There is peace and relaxation and connection that happens when you are in flow. And one of the ways that you can test yourself, or that you can at least start to gain awareness, is to just become aware of your breathing, just to become aware of your breath and where you're holding it, where you're placing it, how deeply you're breathing, right? Those types of things. Because that's going to show you an early emotional state. And if you are in an initiation, okay, if you're doing something new, if you are hesitant, if you're resistant, if, especially when it's something like your own personal power, standing in your own authenticity, living your own aligned path, right? Those are really big asks of a human being. So when you're being initiated into that, it's heavy. It is challenging. It is forceful sometimes, and it can be daunting. And this is going to be the way that you get through it. Okay. Being able to tune in, being able to find early signs so that you're not confronted with actually being in crisis while you're in crisis. You can kind of skirt around it a little bit. It's going to help you tap in more consistently. The quality of your decisions depends on how well you can be tapped in, doesn't it? How well and prosperous and fulfilling your journey can be depends on how well you're tapped in, doesn't it? If that's true, and you are the alchemist of your reality, and you are the hero of your journey, and you are creating your path, then don't you need to be aware so that you can be proactive and move in the proper direction? Okay. All right, Goddess. I don't know if Taylor's going to be back on or not. I don't know if she's going to be able to finish. You have one more card, don't you? No?
No, I gave her my second card.
She had, I think Taylor had one more card, but Maybe not.
Yeah.
If not, if she doesn't hop back on, let us know how this reading lands for you. Okay. If she does hop back on quickly, maybe we'll be able to get to it. Okay.
No, she did her second card because Taylor was the first one for her. So she did both cards.
Me, I finished it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we did it. And yeah.
Magic. Okay. You did both cards for a Goddess, correct, Taylor?
Yes, I was able to get both cards.
See, because she was the first. Ha!
I just avoid trying to be the first most of the time. All right, I guess we're moving on over into singles. If you guys have not gotten your Bish Bumps yet and you want one, you can still go and do that. Those are the first link in the first comment here in the chat. Okay, so make sure you guys head on up there. You click that link and you get those in. Brookie Cookie, you are first on our singles list. Francesca's after that, Andrea, and so on down the list. We'll continue to put names out and do the things. Okay, if you guys are outside of the box and you want a card reading, get over here. Say card. Me, please. Consent is sexy. It's the only way we're going to do these readings. So,
yes,
good thing. Get in. Singles go real quick. Do. Daily.
Hi, Bailey. Of course.
And as we said before with Tammy, I don't know if you guys actually caught that or not, but if you have to jump out for any reason, we do tag these readings so you can come back after the live. You can jump to your reading super quick. Really easy to get to. You just have to give us consent first. It's the only way we'll be able to do it. Okie dokie artichokes. Brookie Cookie, you here? 5 viewers. Hi. Wow, mother of pearl.
I know. I said the same thing. Brooke, I understand that your intentions are set, but holy shit. Oh, guys, as you're joining us too, if you're new with us, set those intentions like Brooke did. Holy fuck. And right?
I know. I had like 800 cards, but there was only one that was super prominent for me.
Same.
Which is interesting because I've not gotten this card before.
I mean, I've used this deck many times. I've gotten this card, but set your intent. I'm just a little. I'm a little shooketh. Set your intentions before you don't need to let us know. Let us know if you'd like. But if you're new to our channel, let me give you the lowdown. We're different because we like to make it interesting. We like to show our psychic prowess here and like to see if we know your intentions. And if we're wrong, let us know we're wrong. But a lot of the times, as you can see,
but if we're right, you have to go to the page and leave a comment. You gotta tell us the tea. You gotta leave a testimonial.
Let us know. Let us know if it resonates.
It really is magical. If people are in the chat, they can see it. They can see the comments of like, get out of my brain. What are you doing? I can't believe you guys just said that. Yes, you're right.
How did you do that? Yeah.
You know what's even more wild is that all of these people that are commenting, all of the people who get really incredible transformations here on the channel are doing the day-to-day work, right? They're looking for the signs. They're setting the intentions. They're like actually piecing together the information they're being given and doing something about it. That's magic.
That's what's fun. Magic. That's what's really fun. But all right, Taylor, you did the oh no.
I finished. I'm first. Okay, Brookie Cookie. First card for me is the ecstasy card. Look at that other full moon. Look at that full moon up on that card though. Listen, when you're inspired by something great, this is the same thing as when we set the intention here on the channel. When you are inspired by greatness, when you are inspired by purpose, when you are inspired by a passion or a direction, the path shifts, and it shifts dramatically and drastically and extremely fast, because that intention, all you've said to the universe is, more, please. I'm here for this energy. I will take it. Yes. Joy, passion, fulfillment, peace, all of those great things come with this. If you are not in this place of ecstasy, start thinking about what creates this, okay? Because pathways are opening for you. You have set intentions, and it's time for you to turn inward and be really specific so you can call those forward.
Is it me? Okay, how perfect, because speaking of calling shit forward, I got the inner voice card, and look at that full moon right in the middle, that full face right there for you. And it also has these dolphins, one's going one direction and one going the other. And this is a really good power card. It's actually the third card in the deck. So we're starting off with some fresh goodness, and it is that reminder of like, speak up. Follow the inner voice, not just that speak up of like using the voice, but literally following and listening to the inner wisdom, trusting that and being guided by that. It's going to take you where you want to go, even if that little voice is maybe saying something that's got you like, really? Okay.
I love it, because I just love the synchronicities, because on my card is the Mother of Cups, and straight up it's just follow, like, keep moving forward. But it's the way her hands are. Ooh, I have to get my legs down, sorry. Yeah, it's that. It's opening your hands and like opening it up to the energy that you're already like, you're like, yes, I know I've got this. And I feel like you're already doing a new meditation, and you're already calling in like, and manifest. You've been doing, I feel like we've talked to you about this, manifesting and calling in new energies and stuff. But
I feel
now
this
it's
too,
like
she's just sitting here like,
yeah, she's been doing a lot of this, and I had to put my feet down because it wasn't right. Like,
it
what
wasn't
I was
right.
doing
I
wasn't
know,
right.
Same.
But
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this isn't right. I know this isn't right. This isn't right. But it's it's this, like, you're doing a lot of this, and you're sharing. It's the synchronicities. Taylor, your card, it was watery, correct? Like, yes. I mean, the Suit of Cups is water. And you're just in a flow state. I just feel a lot of flowing and a lot of sharing and a lot of energy sharing, and not being afraid to share what you have, and sharing that gift. So it's a gift. Whatever the gift, the gift. That's, you know what I'm talking about here. I'm not exactly sure what the specific gift is, but you know what I mean when I say gift. So get it, girl. Do it. Keep going. Do it.
All right, Brooke. Let us know how that lands for you. Francesca, you are up. Andrea, you are on deck. Munroe, you are after that. Okay? Get yourselves ready. Get yourself prepped. I told you these singles move quick, and this powerful, powerful energy is going to get you guys motivated and ready to do some things. Okay?
All right. Francesca, I have the Mother of Pentacles for you. And my friend, this is a very... Okay, so this is very much an energy of like, I have been in this and waiting for this for such a long time, and I know that I've got this. I know that I'm ready for this, and it's all waiting for me. And everything is there for me. Like, it's just, I want that one, and I want that one. And as the Queen of Pentacles, you know which one's right for you. You know it's all ready for you. You know that it's the power that you hold. Now, what I'm going to say to you is very Spider-Man of me. With great power comes responsibility. Be careful with the power that you hold. Okay. That's it. That's all I'm supposed to say.
I'm calling bullshit. She said Queen of Pentacles energy.
T's next.
SKT is me. You are S. Yeah, it's me. Bullshit. Stephanie didn't even want me to call it. You see, bullshit. She said you have Queen of Pentacles energy. I say that you have resistance and you're faking it.
Yeah, you're afraid to own your energy.
You're a star trying to be in a square hole. That is not gonna fly, friend. This resistance that you have, yeah, you're picking and choosing and you're thinking you're doing all of these great things. Busy work. You are just square in the circle. You're just sitting here moving, wishing that it could fit in and do all the right things and it's going to work out. But this resistance, you're also fighting the resolution because you know the correct thing to do. You know the correct way to be. You know how you're supposed to be doing things, where you need to be placing your energy. All of those things, you know, and you're not doing them. Why? Because you want to be like everyone else? Why? Because you want to be liked? Why? Because you think that's the way it's going to actually work for you? Go inside yourself and actually align your values with your desires, with the actions and the skills that you have and the things that you are trying to create, because that's the only way a star peg is going to find a star hole. That's it. That is the only way that works.
And it works because when you go inward and you do that level of work of which Kate is talking about, it's healing for you. And that's the card I got, is literally the healing card. And it's the suit of water. So it's all about your emotions. And that seems to be a theme right now, is water, channeling with the flow, getting connected, releasing. And so what do you need to release right now? Like, what are you trying to call in? How are you trying to show up? What do you actually want? And then what's on the other side of that in terms of what do you need to let go of to have that? What needs to be healed? What needs to be rechecked in with? Like Kate was saying, like, where does realignment need to come in and happen to support you so that way you can really just be feeling more grounded, feeling good about where you're at, where you're going? Not to say, I do want to just put out there, not to say that you don't, but just to bring in even more of, maybe if things are really good for you, just to bring in more of that. And it just feels like an ask to nurture yourself, because Stephanie, had that mother card, and in a perfect world where our mothers have healed their traumas and they have all the space and the love to give us, that is their job. It's their essence. It's not their job in the sense of like, this your responsibility, but it's like, it's bred into them to nurture and to care and to love and to hold. And it just feels like I want to ask you, where do you need that for yourself right now? And how can you give that to yourself? Not even just in the sense of doing it all on your own, but maybe that looks like letting somebody in a little bit. Maybe that looks like a shift in belief. Maybe that looks like a realigning of the values and the boundaries, like Kate was saying. So how can you tap into some motherly energy and mother yourself and nurture yourself and welcome in healing so you can have more flow?
Ooh. Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
All right, Francesca, let us know how that lands for you. Andrea's up. Munroe is next. Tammy will be after that, but she's not live, and so on and so forth. You guys, if you are outside the box or if you are still viewing and have not asked for a card, now's your chance to do so.
Who are we pulling for right now again?
Andrea,
okay.
Andrea.
Oh, I just read Chad's thingy. I am the main character. All others are NPCs. No, you're the NPC here, buddy. We're the main characters.
He's a main character in his story.
And our story right now,
Also a main character in our story. He's here all the time.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I just want to be a Capricorn. I mean, Capricorn. No, it's Scorpio.
So go first.
It's definitely your Scorpio energy. I was thinking about that shit this morning while I was my electrolytes, my dude. I was like, fucking Scorpio energy. She just being feisty. I felt it before I even talked to you.
Is it me
it's the Mars. Yes, it's the Mars Scorpio. Yes, my beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Gemini friend. Go.
Okay. So I got the postponement card. Suit of Clouds. Where are you at in your head? Where are you holding back? What are you postponing? And why? More importantly, why? Like, get clear. This for me just feels like a nice, get straight to the point of where are you boxing in your perspective? And sure, the grass is still green, but where is that just leaving so much out for you that you could be experiencing and leaning into? And it's really going to start with your mind. Check in with your mindset, see where you're at, and see if you're holding back in some way. See if you're postponing. And then just check in, because there does feel like this little nudge inside my head of like, you may need to postpone. This doesn't totally feel like a stop postponing. It's just why might we be postponing? And is that a choice of alignment? All right.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn, huh? This part, we are like self-sabotaging. I couldn't even think of the word. Self-sabotaging is such a thing. And we are getting in our heads. And it is like truly like it's not just it isn't even that like a seed was planted and like going down into our head. It a whole fucking tree is growing now. It's not even like somebody went in and like started it like an earwig, right? You know how like someone said something or someone says something to you and then it starts festering, right? And it started growing and like all the nonsense. No, you allowed it to grow into a tree. As the emperor, I want you to remember that you're in more power of yourself and your thoughts than anybody else. We said this in an earlier reading. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your feelings. Nobody else is in control of your feelings. No one else is in control of your thoughts. You are in control of how anybody else makes you feel. Okay? Okay.
Andrea, what I find most interesting about my card, and I have the Harmony card, is that on Taylor's card, she had a square. And I think right now there's a lot of this energy for you where you're looking for the protection, right? You're looking for the safety and the correct answers and the solution and those types of things. And it still feels challenging. You're still coming into sharp corners. You're being met with that resistance. You're having to change direction. But I want you to take note. Sometimes sharp corners can be made for balancing. Okay. Sometimes those points are the pieces that actually hold all of the extra weight so that something beautiful can be created. I think there's a shift in perspective for you with the things that are actually going on so that you can create the harmony with your spirit, with your heart, with your mind, with your visions. I think you get to resonate with this childlike wonder and this childlike awe. That means you can finally see how those pieces come together and why they are working for your benefit, how they are protecting you. This is like finding the Holy Grail almost, right? Or some other hidden relic that people think has never been found before. They're never going to find it. Like, this is an opportunity for you to create something truly magical, to make a commitment, to be more in alignment with yourself. And the situation that you're in is not necessarily as dire and drastic as you think it is. Okay. Take a look. See what's there. Let us know how it lands for you. And please, please come back for another reading in 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, Munroe. Munroe is up next. Tammy is on deck, and Bailey is after that.
I am very, very curious as to what you got from Munroe, especially as you just said. Yes, it is you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what an interesting card. I wonder what's going to happen for her reading, not knowing. I did know, obviously. Like, I knew that it was going to be me. I don't know that I actually have an answer for you in being able to lead that. Luckily, Taylor goes between us, and you'll have more information.
I
know, because look at my first card. My first card is the card of perception. And look, funny thing about perception is that it's kind of like beauty, right? It's in the eye of the beholder. It's based on your perspective, your experiences, your ability to perceive information, how aware you are. And your perspective is what waters your reality. It's what creates your existence. It's what allows you to call in more or less of the same of what you have. So what reality, Munroe, do you currently have? And what reality are you actually desiring? And are they the same? Because if the answer is no, then there might be a chance that the perceptions of how you're getting there, or what it takes to achieve that, or even what it is, might need to be looked at.
It's me next, right? Okay, good. Because there's a big chance it is a perception thing, because I got, big scary clinical word, but I'm going to break it down, I promise. Schizophrenia. And you've got this figure holding on to both sides. But what's crazy about the perception part, and that's what's really important about this, is the fact of this isn't talking about schizophrenia in the clinical sense. It's more so the sense of the way that things feel split, like reality literally feels split. And what was Kate just saying? Like, does what you want and what you have match right now? And if not, where the perceptions, which is crazy because this is through the clouds, it's about your mind. It's about mastery of the mind, and you're being asked to level up. This isn't one of those, it's not feeling like just check in with your mind, but it feels like an ask to step up, to lock in, to level up your perceptions, your mindsets, and your beliefs, your narratives that are leading you, that are guiding you. And I'm gonna stop there because I just seen Stephanie's O face, so I'm ready to see her card.
You can't make it up.
First of all, my O face, girl. Listen. The hermit. Listen. Taylor said something that you said introspection. I think that's what you said, something about like introspection, and there's something going on in your life that is making you think. Okay. Something sets you off that is making you really, really, really have to make a choice. Okay. And really making you question everything around you. You have to hermit. Okay. It's time to make you and it's scary. It's scary. And I know I love hermiting. It's not for everybody. And I understand it isn't for everybody. I understand the aloneness, and I understand sitting with yourself is scary for some people. You're scared of you. You're terrified of yourself, Munroe. And that's where the introspection needs to come in. What about you is terrifying you? What about you is so scary? What about you is worrying you? Okay? these are the things that we need to start. It's the full moon release. Okay. This is what we need to look at. Okay. This is the perfect time for the hermiting. Okay. That's what the hermit card is, seeking the truth of ourselves. Ourselves. It's the truth within. And you're scared to find it. It has nothing to do with anybody around you. You, baby. And you're amazing. But you're afraid to see it. Why are you afraid to see you in the badass that you are?
Shift the perception.
Flip the script.
All right. All right, Munroe, let us know how that lands for you. And please come back again for another reading in 2 weeks. We also do a cosmic weather next Saturday. You'll be able to come and check in with that, where we'll do a collective read and we'll kind of tie all of this energy together. So you'll get a little bit more information. Okay, so be sure to tune in. Make sure you're subscribed so that you get all of those notifications. Tammy's
and
up.
don't forget to tell them if they want even more support. We are accepting bookings where we will read for you and you'll get really all our energy, right? You'll get coaching support from me. You got your Kate, you got your Stephanie, you'll get all our intuition, you'll get your cards, and you'll have a lot more space to take up and you'll be able to express more of where you're at. So you guys get on this offering. Be sure to check out those readings, okay? Oh,
You guys
well,
can
there's a
find
card
that
for
down
whoever wants.
in the description. Okay, there's a link tree in there. Make sure you click that. Tons of offers, tons of different opportunities for you to connect. You have Tammy's card. I have Tammy's card.
I do.
I think so. I don't know if this is like a collective for what we were just talking about or if this is for Tammy, but maybe it's a little of both.
Maybe.
It's very fitting with the themes of what we've already been talking about. So I think I'm going to just flow with it.
Yeah, let's go then.
Yeah, Tammy. The Son of Cups, my darling. My darling. Okay, so first of all, you're not drinking enough water. Drink water. Like you're dehydrated beyond. You're not taking care of yourself. This is it. You smack that shit. Smack that ass. Okay, sorry. Baby, the first thing, you need to start nourish yourself. Love yourself, okay? That water, we are made up of 80% water. We just are. You need that water. It's good for your brain, okay? Even if you just started working in the metaphysical, you just started working with the cards and all of the things. When you are working in this, you need to hydrate even more because this is just water. The majority of our brain is just water. So you will find yourself even more thirsty after doing this work. Okay. And this is a non-gatekeepy, helpy kind of thing. Okay. I'm just supposed to, they're saying you're not drinking enough and you're finding yourself even more exhausted, more dizzy. And this is why you're neglecting yourself in so many ways. So take care of yourself. Thank you.
Oh, put your card back up. No, put a.
Yes, Mama.
It's mine. Okay. I want you, before I even turn my card over, Tammy, I want you to take note that is like a little cavern, water inlet, mountain cove space. Okay. There's lots of water we're talking about pouring into, and it also looks like there's a waterfall. I have the discernment card. I have the discernment card. And friend, the whole thing about discernment is that this comes down to seeking the presence and the good judgment to make the right choices of mind, body, and spirit, to do the things that are right for us, to discern the correct path while doing the least amount of harm to ourselves and to other people. That's how we make the most progress as quickly as possible. And I know that you know this, because you are in a lot of connective spaces with us. Okay. This call for you, this call for nourishment, I don't think is just for your physical body. Okay. I really don't. I think that there's also this call to listen and observe and absorb a variety of different holistic points of views. I think there's lots of different modalities. I know you're into yoga. I know you're into astrology, right? Like there's tons of different things that you are attuned to, but there's something that's in particular for you that you have to unify and merge with your authentic expression. Okay. And in order to do that, you have to be able to discern between what's right for you and what is just cool to learn. And Taylor actually mentioned this in one of our way earlier reads that you were here for. And I think that's what struck a chord for you with setting this intention, because she was talking about, or the way I interpreted it anyway, was like having something. She was talking about it with Monica, if you want to go back and watch that reading, but having something that's private, having something that's just yours, almost like having a hobby that you don't have to go turn into a business, right? Like that's a really good example of how to play that. And that's the thought that I had, where it was like, you're allowed to just like something without trying to monetize it, without trying to like make it mean something more than it is. That's really the energy that I think I'm bringing into this for you, is that you get to pick and choose things that are 100% correct and aligned for you. But you have to have the vision to be able to spot what needs to be integrated, what needs to be released, and what needs to kind of be directed on your path in a different way. Okay.
So perfect, because I got the awareness card and it's got this figure with their blue flame melting this veil. And that just feels really in alignment with the discernment, right? To be able to truly discern, you have to have a deeper level of awareness. And like Kate was saying, it's so much deeper for you. And this card is actually that purple right there is representational of this being something way bigger. This is inclusive of mind, body, energy, spirit. It's the whole thing, the whole shebang. It's all of you, right? And so there is a big ask right now to discern and figure out like what needs your awareness, and not just that surface level awareness of like, okay, got it, but that deep, radical acceptance and opening to what is in alignment, what is not in alignment, which that seems to be another big theme right now, and which, you know, it's a full moon, so it's all about that illumination. There's some big stuff being illuminated for you, and it's an ask to burn through it, burn through that veil, and free yourself. This person has a smile on their face as they're moving through this veil. Like there's peace in there, and there's joy of coming out of the shadows as you see this shadow behind them, and the discernment and all the things. Yeah. That's what I got. So that's everyone, right, Stephanie? Because yep. So let us know how that resonates. There's
Okay,
definitely an ask to go inward, because Stephanie, your card had that cavern, right? That like inward cavern in the figure. Yeah. Okay, Tammy, big ask to go inward. Yeah.
I put that on your list too, the awareness, the authenticity, and the alignment that I'll send you, because I'm also noticing that theme of the awareness. And what's interesting is that earlier you had mentioned this is not like a starting over. This is not like a brand new baby initiatory, but it's the simplification, right? It is the sovereignty. It's, you know, looking and reforming and kind of adjusting things. So
yeah, I'm hearing the word shedding. It's like a shedding.
Ooh,
Or
yeah.
it's still a snake, but it's just a snake with really fresh skin. It's the same kind of snake and everything, but there's just that shedding process it's necessary. And that's what this energy feels like. All right. Who's up next?
We have Bailey up next.
Is up.
Sarah Palms is on deck.
Yes.
And then Red's closing it out. You guys, if you are outside of the box, if you are watching the channel, you are interested in having a card reading, make sure that you subscribe, like the channel, follow the socials, do all the things, and then get into the comments and say, card please. Yes, please.
Okay. Taylor, you're first.
I'm first, right?
Yeah, for Bailey.
Right, and this is for Bailey, correct? Okay.
Yes,
And then I think
ma'am.
someone else in the comments, all I see is like gorgeous. I don't know if that's the whole name or if there's more I can't see, but they asked for a card as well.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Is that your name, or can you give us a name for the list, please?
Okay. All right. So Bailey. Ooh. All right. I got the politics card for you. Suit of Clouds, and it's got that mask and that snake. What were we just talking about? The snake. Right, so given that this card has the snake, I feel it's more the message of sometimes this is like there's some trickery, there's some deception happening, which that still may be true. So check in with yourself. Is there some deception, some trickery, maybe of self, to self, for self to justify not making moves in alignment? Maybe this energy of the mask. What mask are we putting up right now? And it's time to take them off, especially like, politics is big, left, right, this, that, black or white type shit. And this is that ask to step outside of that and remove any of those right, wrong, left, right narratives out of your mind so you can get the clarity and the groundedness that you're looking for right now, and really peel the mask away and just be in your authenticity and be expressing yourself fully, and feel good and confident about all of that that's channeling through as it happens, and just feel really, really good about you. So yeah, that's what I got. I'm excited to see what the others got.
Okay, so your card that I got, Bailey, was the Three of Pentacles, which is crazy that you got your card. It was about like partnership and questioning partnership, right? Or like questioning almost like self-sabotage, right? Along those lines, right? Taylor was talking about like self-sabotage, because this is seriously all about having a dream team. This is for Bailey, gorgeous. All right, so Bailey, it's it's crazy because right now I feel like you have found a partnership that is probably one that others would even feel is like, wow, right? And right now you're questioning everything. Something happened recently that is making you feel doubt, whether something was said or you saw something, or I don't even know. And it may even be past traumas that are making you feel this way. And I want to say this to you because I need to say this very, very much to you, because as someone that has experienced past traumas, and my shadow comes through often and is like, hey, is this happening right now? Like this might be happening. Do you want to check this out? Because this might be happening. And it ends up not like nothing. There's nothing whatsoever. I'm making up a fucking story because trauma. Okay. And I put myself in a tizzy over nothing. Trauma. Are you allowing shadow to do the same to you? Is that your snake? Is your shadow being your snake right now? And I'm only asking this because I know our shadow is there to protect us, okay? And shadow can create self-sabotage and keep us from moving forward a lot of times, okay? Because of past partnerships, okay? But I'm supposed to talk to you about, with like, my example right now is Harry Potter, okay? Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Dream freaking team. They were the three most different humans ever. I mean, look, Ron, headstrong, Hermione, book smart, and Harry, Oh, Harry was Harry. I'm sorry. There's just well, I love them. They were, okay? But they worked. They worked together and they were there for each other. You're doubting something because of words that someone just planted in your head. I want you to release that. There is a release. There's a journal. You need to do a full moon release on this. Okay?
Because you want to be weightless. That's the card I have. I have the weightlessness card. And Stephanie was talking about shadows. She was talking about trauma. She was talking about what I call as contrast. Okay. And contrast is the thing that we have to have in order to make a decision, in order to gain additional awareness, right? And awareness is that first piece in any part of our journey. A lot of what happens with trauma is conditioning. It's perspective. It is implementation of misalignment, simply for the sake of appeasing somebody else or fitting in or being safe, finding that security, doing the things, right? But it doesn't allow us to have weightlessness, which is the one thing that all of us are searching for: peace, fulfillment, success, whatever word you want to put in there. It is a feeling of freedom. Isn't that what most of us say? I want to be free, because right now we're tied down. We're not weightless. But here's the thing. Think about a feather. Okay. A feather doesn't have to find or force the wind to pick it up. All it does is find it and flow. That's it. All it does is find it and flow. And if you are unsure of where to find it, you got to start creating parameters so that you know where to look. You got to start doing some research. You have to invest in the experience in order for it to actually be of substance, okay? In order to give you something in return. When you're weightless, it doesn't mean that everything is just coming to you. It's not just happening for you, right? The world's not deciding like magically these are the things you want, and you didn't have to put in effort to put a decision into it. Use the contrast, use that duality that Stephanie's talking about, and actually make a decision against your values, your morals, your directions. You won't be weightless. You'll have something to take action on. If we're consumed with conditioning, if it's weighing down on us, then the only thing we can do is remove the weight. And I promise you, you're not going to float away. Okay? Okie dokie. Mm-hmm. Let us know how that lands for you. Let us know. Mm-hmm. I like that. Sarah Palms, you are up. Gorgeous, you're on deck. 5 viewers. Holy cow. I see you guys.
And then Holly asked for a card, so I've added
Holly Toms. Let me put Holly Toms. You'll be
Holly.
You'll be runner-up.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah Palms, you set your intention. 1 card. That's the one.
And then Sarah, answering your question, I am using the Way Home Tarot deck.
It's gorgeous, right? It's one of my favorite
decks.
It's
one of my favorite decks. Yeah. I call her name is Sunshine. Just one of my first decks ever. I love her.
You notice that all of my favorite decks of yours have that same artistic feel. I love them. Mm-hmm. Okay, Sarah Palms. Hey, cutie. Hey, cutie tootie. She said, of course I said them. See, I knew that you said that as soon as I had asked because I had gotten 3 cards, and then one of them was like blue and just kept sliding, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool, you did. That's awesome.
Same.
Because I was like, why are we throwing out so many cards? I thought you set your intentions. And she was like, oh, I did. Okay, you ready? Card for me is the protection card. Look at another full moon back there, y'all. Look at that. Another full circle. I think Sarah, are you feeling a little vulnerable lately? Are you feeling a little sensitive? A little fragile? Yeah. I bet you are, right? I bet there's this vulnerability that's, I don't want to say it's bordering negativity, but it could very easily cross on over into that playing field. It's like straddling a fence, okay? You need to protect your energy. First and foremost, you need to cleanse, you need to release, whatever you need to do, whatever's calling for you to protect your energy, you definitely need to do that. You've been putting out a lot. Okay. There's been a lot of energy, a lot of intention, a lot of action and activity from you. And you notice the hunch in the back, right? That's what happens when we're caving in. We need to go inward and we're not able to actually, I was going to say resolve was the word that I was going to use, like resolve that ability to do it. To go inward, to like actually have peace and quiet, to have a moment, a break, right? This is the same kind of energy as like, I need a vacation. Okay. So you need to rest. You need to be able to actually protect yourself, actually ground, call on spiritual forces if you have to, right? Go into the shower, do the whole white light, Michael sword cord cutting thing, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever it is that's calling for you, do it. Because sometimes these difficulties that you're facing are meant to be the contrast. And sometimes they are that real heavy call that says right now you're about to enter burnout territory. Okay. And you need to be able to differentiate between the two.
Me? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So speaking of contrast, I got this trust card. And you see that pink and that blue contrast right there? And you see that figure just taking that leap. And this is Suit of Water. So, and I read your comment about feeling touchy, unsure. And guess what helps with that energy? Trust and checking in with yourself. And so, gonna really piggyback off of Kate on this one and say, like, definitely do some sort of grounding, supportive activity that is something that will help you build that trust. Let it be like if you move through yoga or you do a meditation, maybe do a meditation for self-trust, right? Do some sort of grounding activity that's going to help you deepen the trust. So that way, those feelings and the answers you seek, it's the need for regulation is kind of what I'm getting is like, first you need to regulate and really feel those feelings, flow through those feelings, and allow for that space you make to then bring forth the clarity that you're looking for, to then make the moves. But right now it feels like a sit, settle, witness, feel, move through in that like spiritual, soulful, taking care of yourself way, and then start making those more tangible, bold next steps towards like whatever you're working towards right now.
And once you've done all of that rest, once you've done all of the inner, you have to rest. You have to do that self time because yes, I get the being unsettled. I get the being unsure and touchy, right? Once you do that, then you'll be able to share your spark again. Then that spark will come back. Because right now I know you're feeling my spark isn't there. My spark just is gone.
Especially after she had that really big high of like, we're doing it and things are changing, right?
Exactly. But that spark is going to come right back. And you'll be able to share, because I feel like right now what had happened was you went to your person and you shared something and you expected them to mirror your excitement, and that mirroring did not happen. And this is where this unsettling, unsure, touchy feeling is coming from. Okay. And now I need you to let that go. Okay. Because again, this whole reading on my end is feeling like we can't control other people. You're right. We can't control how other people are going to react, right? We can't control other people's energies. We can control our own emotions. We can control our own other energies, right? So, right now, let's control ourselves. We're going to just hermit mode, right? Hermit mode. Reflect, refine, chill, find our spark again, and reignite. How's that sound?
Boop.
Love you, mean
Okay,
it.
Sir Palm. Let us know how that lands for you. I'm excited for you. You're working really, really hard. And this really is a moment where you get to build up a skill set. You get to build up the strength in not only knowing the difference for where you're going, but how it benefits you. Okay? That's massive. And that spark that you felt, like when I had come in during Stephanie's reading and I was like, oh, I could see where you're like crashing almost after having such a big high of feeling like, my gosh, we're going to get there. We're doing the things, right? She's talking about a really quick rebound, and you really are on the cusp of major, major breakthrough. That's exciting. I'm excited for Gorgeous's card.
I am too, actually. I just got it. Yeah. You guys ready?
I'm ready. We have Gorgeous and Holly's on deck, and Red will be closing us out.
Yes.
Unless anybody else comes up.
Right. All right, Gorgeous. So your card is the Hierophant. And right away, what I'm feeling with this is so the first you've been called to lead, okay, and teach and do when it comes to the Hierophant, they are, when I see this card, I automatically think of channels. I think of people that are like us and that can hear spirit, and that I mean, we can all hear spirit. It's a matter of whether you choose to listen or not, right? And it's a choice. All of this is a choice, right? We choose to open our ears, and we choose to channel, and we choose to give you that message, right? We are making the choice to open our channels for you. Okay. And this card right here, I'm hearing right now that you have a choice, and the choice right now is whether or not you decide to gatekeep information or share it with people. And there are a lot of people in our industry that that get angry, that get very angry when people like get angry at people like me, Kate, and Taylor, because we freely share information about rituals and about all the things, because why gatekeep? Sharing is caring. It just is. And that's where you get to make your decision on how you decide to practice with your knowledge and energy. And we talked about this earlier. There is something about there's a difference between gatekeeping, and then there's a difference between sharing your energy and the amount of energy that you're sharing. With like your ancestors' knowledge, and yeah, there is a line, and there is, but yeah, as a leader, yeah, Kate has the rest. I just heard Kate has the rest of this. Yeah.
See, hold your card up, because again, our cards are really similar in shape.
Yeah, they are.
Not necessarily color, but right, like they're both really tall. There's kind of this offshoot.
It almost looks like it could go right into your vase.
Yeah, it's super similar. And so I have the Liberation card, gorgeous, and Stephanie's talking about you having gifts, and she's talking about, you're trying to create things and put more things out in the world. And I think this is brand new for you. I think that if you are doing this, you're just now starting off into this path. I don't know that this is something that you're fully committed to necessarily, but more often than not, this is the thing I really want you to know. More often than not, we, the human collective, we as individuals seek comfort and familiarity in that comfort zone area in order to avoid change, in order to avoid being a part of something different or putting something different out into the world. But in order to achieve liberation, in order to become liberated, we have to face the thing that is keeping us from ultimate freedom. That is what liberation means, right? And when this card shows up, like Stephanie's talking about receiving gifts, but when this card shows up, it is that call to step into the unknown. I don't think that you're there yet. I don't think that I think she might have had a promo card, right? Like, I think this is so baby brand new that you are just stepping into this territory. And I want you to know that it is your right to be liberated. It is your right to be free. It is your right to express yourself and have that freedom without limit of mind, body, soul, spirit. You get to have those things, and you get to believe in your inherent freedom to go and achieve that, to go and manifest that. So take that into consideration, see how that is working for you, and then use that to call in abundance.
Yes, that is so good. Use all of that to deepen your understanding and free yourself, like these little birdies out the cage, right? Kate was talking about that baby energy. Maybe it's real baby birdie leaving the nest type shit, which when you're growing at any level, no matter like growth is a spiral staircase with no ending. There's always space to go upward. There's always space to keep moving forward. There's always another step or two that you can take, right? And so there is an ask for deeper understanding, especially if you are feeling the push of growth, the push of challenge. And I also just feel really called. So there's one of my favorite soul songs is Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail by A Day to Remember. And my understanding card and just this reading as a whole feels like this ask to understand your emotional self, understand where you lie emotionally, how all this is feeling in your body, how you're holding it, and know that, just like Kate said, like it's your right to be liberated, it's your right to be free. And the reason I shared that song is because at the end of the song, he says, I reserve my right to be uncomfortable. I reserve my right to be afraid. And it just feels really important to tell you that too, that if you are afraid, you are uncomfortable, you reserve that right to understand those feelings and to still move forward and free yourself and make any leaps that feel necessary, face any parts of you that feel scary while still being scared, while still being uncomfortable. And that's what I got for you. Let us know how it resonates.
That's beautiful.
All right, gorgeous. Make sure that you come back to the channel. Make sure that you tune in for the cosmic weather and join us for the following Saturday's reading so you can really kind of piece all of this together and get your next card reading, okay? Holly is up. Julie just asked for a card, and then Red is still at the bottom of our list.
Yes. I went last, so I go first, right?
I am.
All right, this for Holly. Okay, also, I love you all so much, and to everyone tuning in, but after we do Red's card, I have to get off here and get my car situation figured out. It's getting really hot out here, and I've only got so much water, and so I just want to give you guys a real life example of discernment. I love this work so much. but I can discern the shift in my body and I can feel the discomfort of my own. And I've only got so much more capacity and I need a lot to deal with what I'm going through. I can feel the stress trying to come through, but I can feel myself and my guides keeping me focused, but I can also feel that link breaking. So I do have to draw a hard boundary line that after we finish for red, I gotta go.
Deals.
And it just felt important to show you guys that. So that's what speaking up for yourself can look like. That's what choosing yourself can look like, you guys. And that's what embracing the duality can look like. That's what discernment, awareness, that's the magic. But I just also wanted to put that out there because I don't want to close the line of more readings and beautiful souls getting what they need. So still keep coming in. Stephanie and Kate are still going to be here for you.
We got you guys. You'll notice this is a supportive environment. This is how it works. This is what growth and prosperity and fulfillment really looks like. So thanks, Taylor.
And actually, I was going to send you a message, Taylor, like if you need to hop off sooner, because I see you sweating and I don't want you uncomfortable either. My mom is coming out like hard and I don't like it.
Thank you.
Like, my mom and dad is my Capricorn daddy is coming out. And I'm just like,
yeah, I'm in Georgia, y'all. So about 12,
Lord.
After 12 o'clock, regardless of what season, like it gets a little spicy.
We just hit that first false fall. Yeah.
Yeah. False fall. Yes.
We had the 1 week. Yeah, I know. I'm right above you.
Same.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's 80 here. It was like what 50 all week, and now it's 80. It's stupid.
False fall. Okay. All right. Just to double check, we are reading for
Holly.
Okay. Holly. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, Holly. How fun. Okay, so the energy of like all these reads has been this energy of transformation, but like transmutation, transformation, big, intense, like metamorphosis energy. And that is very prevalent in your world right now. Because I literally got the transformation card and this is that purple. So it's everything. It's all inclusive, right? It's rated E for everything, everyone, all the things. And it's that ask of, it's time to wield all your tools, build that bridge coming back, right? And make that connection point between wielding all your power, being strong and sturdy in that, and still being this subtle, confident, cool, calm energy that's present right here at the bottom with this face that's like relaxing and just melted at the underneath of the flower and just the flame. And so it is an ask that if you're going through a lot of big changes and transformations right now, try not to cling or be in the energy of codependency to any tools, any people, any places. Remain very open to all that is there for you. Look, and what were we just saying before this about being there for you, the discernment, right? And so there is an ask for some big transformation, some big shifts in mind and body and energy and actions and the way you're showing up, and a reminder that you have all the tools and they all can be used in multiple different ways for all kinds of things. And so really sit with the energy of discernment and transformation and decide what transformation am I really wanting and what tool can come in or a couple tools can come in and just really support me right now with that.
I mean, what is it that I want? What do I want? 9 of Cups energy here. What is it that I want? I mean, do I want all my dreams to come true? Duh. Discernment. It's straight up this. How do I want my dreams to look? Like seriously, 9 of Cups leads into 10 of Cups, which we know is happy wife, happy life energy. Correct? So now 9 of Cups is seriously the energy of the manifestation, right? This is the manifestation card. Okay, here's your manifestation right here. This is it. Taylor was just, I'm going to translate what she said. Manifest and it will come. Ask the universe what you would like with your heart and soul, and believe in it. Believe that you can. And then pick and choose and trust. Shut up. Shut up.
I didn't even need to do a reading. Like, didn't even need to do it. Okay, I have the perception card. You know, you could just look at what it is that you want and create your reality. I'm just going to read it from the book, okay? It says, when we recognize that our thoughts, words, and visions inspire and affect our outer world, we can take responsibility for the way we work with our senses and refine our sense-making abilities. Your mantra is, I see what I wish to see, and these visions empower me to create my own reality. I understand that projection is an illusion, and I free myself from poisonous thought. Boop! Message!
Wow. Wow. I want to let us know how that resonates, but how can that not resonate? How can that not?
That's dope, right? Okay, that's it, Holly. So, love you, mean it. Let us know.
Just saying, I randomly picked up my deck. Random.
Yeah.
10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles.
There it is again.
I can't.
Oh, I love that. Hashtag alignment. You're welcome. Love you, mean it.
Tiny little bit.
All right, Julie's up. Red, you're closing us out, and Taylor's going to hop off. Oh, okay. Okay, Julie. She said, I want this too.
Did yours come out really strong too? Like
this strong.
Okay,
so I guess we're moving into it because Julie was like, hashtag cards. We're doing it. Julie, card for me is the liberation card. Girl, it's time for you to bust free. And it's time for you to break free of whatever limitations, mindset, locks, conditioning, perceptions of other people. It's time for you to let it go. You have been struggling long enough. You have been trying to define it long enough. You've been trying to pinpoint it and be the good girl and do all those great things. No more. No more. Good girl is the specific word. It's no more. You get to be feisty. You get to fight. You get to be a little pokey, and you get to release all of the rest of the shit that you have been hanging on to. Okay?
Dear God, please tell me it's me. Okay. Yes, you get to be fucking feisty because you get to break through, boo. You get to bust through all the limits. And I love it because this is also a female figure in the middle, and she's just busting through those blocks. And there's like this bright, fiery energy in all of this to remind you. And this is big, right? That spirit. This is all the things. This is something way deeper happening for you, within you, around you. And, you know, there may be there's like, I don't know how well you'll see it, but there's these little blue, like some sacred geometry going on, but I think it's to represent the chaos that often comes with the breakthroughs that we have. While there's also like this light that happens and that's there to uplift our spirit. And oftentimes, like, yeah, healing and manifesting and all that shit, like, it is very like heart opening, love, love, love. But sometimes it's that raw dog. We got to get it. We got to go for it. We got to get to it. I ain't dealing with your shit. I give a fuck about what you got to say. Your problems are yours. I'm doing this my way. And it's just real, like, just energy. Literally this like bust through energy. And that's the ask. That's what you're being asked to tap into, is that fire, that fuel. And yeah, breakthrough, man. You may feel like you're feeling the beat down, but I want you to know the breakthrough's coming. It's there. It's right there. You're on the cusp of it. 110%.
Oof. Oof. Ooh, I love you. I love all of you. I love you. Love you. Okay, listen. Julie, I was questioning this because I was like, how is my card going to work? I have the Four of Pentacles. I have the Four of Pentacles here. Typically, we see this and it's like, you have everything already. You're ready to go. It's a things. And now I'm like, all right, I get it. I get it. You're we're holding on and we don't want to break through. And Taylor's right. You do. You need to jump. Your fear is, if I do this, I'm going to lose everybody. Everybody's going to leave. No. Your core foundation of humans is there. The core is there. You're worrying about the wrong shit. You're worrying about the wrong things. It's time for you to stand on what's important. Okay? Stand up for yourself and show that fire. Period. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You cool. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Period. Okay? That's it. That's it. That's it. You have, huh?
Spicy
I didn't
time.
hear the. Oh.
Yeah.
Me? Do it?
Her. It's spicy time.
Yeah. It's you're done. You have your people. You don't need a giant circle. And I think there's this huge misconception in society, huge misconception, that you need this giant group of people, a clique or whatever, to be happy, to survive, to whatever. And I think having a core group of loyal people that are going to be there for you, that you know, that are your ride or die, that just you can pick up the phone and say, hey, I need you, like, just period. And they're like, or even that real, hey, I did something stupid, your car or mine, right? That
it's the cosmic speakeasy. She's made it. She's here. You're welcome. This is your community.
It's giving real quality over quantity energy. I like to say I like my groups of people like I like my weed. I would much rather good quality weed than some dirt.
Oh, girl,
shit,
agree. Girl. And you know when you get dirt. Like, I hate dirt. I will not smoke dirt. I am bougie. I am openly bougie. My Lilith is in Taurus. Openly bougie. I don't care. And I'm a snob.
Yep.
And
it's time for you to tell them, keep their dirt McGirt. You want the best of the best.
Dirt McGirt. Exactly. All right, love. Let us know how that lands for you.
Own it. You got your people.
Own it.
All right, Red, closing it out.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Red. Mother of Swords. Homie, who are we standing up to? Who are we standing up to? We need to own our shit. We have been gaslighting ourselves, not only ourselves, we have been gaslit. And it's like gaslighting ourselves and allowing ourselves to be gaslit. And I'm telling you right now, it just needs to stop. You've been telling yourself this story and allowing yourself to believe that this is how it needs to be. And no, it's time to let that go. It's the full moon in Aries. It's a new start. It's a new beginning. And we're releasing all of this toxicity that you have been told that it has to be this way. Cut it off. We're done.
Okay, so I have the modern card. The thing that I think is very interesting, especially while Stephanie was talking, I was picturing the sword and then I saw this card, and this is almost like being stabbed through, right? the light. It kind of looks like little sword action happening there. When we get this card read, this is the call that really asks us to merge ancient wisdom with technology, right? Or modern wisdom is really kind of a good way of looking at it. I think that there is internal concept. I think that there is internal spirit. I think that there is ancestral wisdom. There is cosmic karmic knowledge. Like you have information that is deep seated. It is unique to you. It is something that is ingrained. And you also have the perspective of the modern world. You have new age values. You have, right? Like you have both of these things. And one of the things you have failed to do, and you can deny it, you can tell me I'm wrong. I know that I'm not, but you can tell me that if you want. You just don't nourish yourself. Okay. And by nourishing yourself, I'm not talking about self-care in terms of like when we say go out and ground or drink more water. I'm talking about you don't hear yourself. You don't ask yourself questions about that internal wisdom or that internal knowledge. You don't try to challenge perceived conditions and things that you had received before, right? You're not actively trying to challenge and merge and integrate wisdom you have with wisdom you now currently know, is what I'm trying to tell you. And when you can look at the authentic expression and you can gauge that and kind of weigh it against the information that you came with, which is what's obviously causing you a problem, then you will find the abundance.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, Red. I want you to take note of 3 words. Detachment, nurture. Let's see. The third one, it's kind of slipping, so I'm like, maybe it's not important. Stephanie was talking about letting go, and it brought up this energy of detachment. Kate, you're talking about nurturing yourself, nurturing oneself, but in a deep, deep way of listening and wisdom. Your third word is wisdom. And I say that those 3 words are really important because I got the sorrow card for you. And what's more important for this card is the story behind this card, which I may have shared it before, but I'm going to share it again because you need to know right now that your abundance is going to come when you do seriously nurture your journey, your path, your life, right? And you detach from these, like, think energy of codependency. Like Kate was saying, it's not like a just go touch grass energy, but it's in, like what Stephanie talking about, the let go. It's like a deep detachment being asked of you, like some real working through codependency energy. And we can become codependent on people, places, and things. So really sit and listen to that inner voice, that inner wisdom, and let it guide you to how to really show up for you. Because the story behind this card is, this man was a follower of Buddha, and that's where the wisdom comes in, right? We seek wisdom, we search for wisdom, we want to integrate it, we want to be our best selves, just like this person was. That's why he chose to follow Buddha, because he respected his wisdom, he respected the wisdom that he gained. But then he lost him. And when he lost him, he mourned. And he was in this sorrow. And the sorrow was not for Buddha, it was for himself. Because he felt like he lost a piece of himself, because he realized how attached he was, and how if he had practiced letting go more through his journey, he wouldn't feel so much sorrow. If he had nurtured his life, his path, forged his way, he wouldn't feel so lost, so alone, so sorrowful. And maybe those emotions aren't present for you, and that's okay, but just whatever more dualistic emotions that aren't so positive and upbeat that are present for you, they're asking for detachment, they're asking for letting go, they're asking for you to listen to your wisdom. And that's what I got for you. Let us know how it resonates.
Well, shit.
I was going to type in the comments. One thing I want to say, your card, Taylor, reminds me of The Alchemist. The actual story of The Alchemist. Like, you might want to read that book, Chad. Okay. Tap into The Alchemist. It's by Paulo Coelho. It's a really, really quick read, but it is about personal journey. It is kind of that between sorrow and enlightenment and authenticity, and being able to kind of pick that journey. It's a really, really good read. It actually is, it is inspiring what it actually illuminates for people, I think, on a very core foundational level. And I think that might help you a little bit with also piecing together some of the internal wisdom you have with the ancient wisdom you have, the cosmic wisdom you have. Okay, those two things really do need to pair up in order for you to find that success. So Taylor, perfect timing. PetSmart's calling me to go pick up my dog. Legit.
Oh, would you look at that? Thank you, universe.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much
Chadwick,
for joining us today. Taylor, go take care of yourself. We love you. Go.
Yes, and everyone else, go take care of yourselves. That seems to be the fucking theme right now. Don't miss it. Don't ignore it. Like, take care of yourselves and know that you're supported. Book the private readings, you guys. Like, this is magic. I love this. And I would pay every week to do this myself to get a bish bump.
Right?
I'm telling you, though, that individualized, that personalized, that one-to-one space, you can't beat that. So come check that out. Come connect with us. And I'm going to go get my car fixed. Bye.
Yes, do it. Bye. Love you. Okay, guys. And on that note,
you guys.
really love you. Go ahead.
Thank you for joining us.
This is your life.
We appreciate you being here. I mean, there's no way for us. We say it every week, and I mean, we really do mean it every week. There's no way for us to make up this energy. We're always surprised by what happens, and we are infinitely grateful for you guys being here, being a part of our journey, our fulfillment, and our happily ever afters, and for allowing us to also create some of that space in your world. So if you guys like what you're seeing, make sure that you tune in, like, subscribe, follow, do all of the really great things. You can also find us on social. Everything is in the description in our link tree, including those private readings that Taylor was talking about. So we hope that we get to see you next weekend for the Cosmic Weather, where we do the collective read and the collective connection. And that's all we have for you guys. We'll see you next time.
Until next time. Bye.